All right. What's going on, everyone? Aaron here, Clean Cuts Lawn Care. It is Saturday. It's afternoon now. I spent the morning with my wife because it's her birthday. You guys know she already got her birthday present, which was I had a professional detail company come do her car. The guy told her he's never even detailed the car that clean before. But like I said, I even told him it was already clean. I just didn't want her messing with it when it's cold. So let me tell you guys about the luck I have. Yesterday, first snow event of the season, I left home at about 4 o'clock to go get the snow blower and everything I needed. Leaving the shop, I get a check engine light for an O2 sensor, bank one, sensor one. That's going to be the upflow sensor on the driver's side for my vehicle. Different for different vehicles. First snow event, leaving the shop. Now, so let me tell you about last winter. Last winter, first snow event, I get a check engine light for an O2 sensor. It was the exact same sensor on the opposite side of the truck. I got one code, and then later that day I got a second code for the heater core, I believe it's called, of the sensor. So I didn't know if I had one problem or two. So I replaced the sensor, and then I still had the one code. So I'm rechecking all the wiring, and I find on it was a white wire, so you have two for the heater and then two, that are different. On the one white wire was a small hole. So I took the heater wire from the old sensor, cut it, soldered it onto that wire, and then clipped it back in. That solved that problem. Second snow event, I'm getting check engine lights for, this is last year, check engine lights for my cooling fan. It was cooling fan, it was the relays. It was one, and then I got one for number 2. So I took off the whole fuse box for the cooling fan. The whole thing was corroded. So I go and got a used one from the junkyard. I cut the old one out, and I used those self-soldering butt connectors to install the new one. Everything worked fine until this summer, and then what happened this summer was that the sealers on all those, to make them watertight, they just got too hot and broke. So I ended up having to take them all off and solder them all together. So that's all good now. But yesterday I got that check engine light. First snow event. So spent the morning with my wife. She has some running around to do. I'm on my way to the shop to pick up my ramps. Gonna get up under the truck and inspect the wiring, make sure there's no issues with the wiring first, make sure the O2 sensor didn't come unplugged. As long as I'm not seeing a problem, I'm going to take off the O2 sensor, go get a new one. And the one concern I have is that it started off as the one code, because I ran the code. Now then, out of nowhere yesterday, the engine light went away and the truck started running fine, which I'm not a fool. When something like that happens, I don't think, oh good, everything's fine. To me, that is like an indication of maybe an electrical problem that's going in or out, or a part that's failing that's going in or out, and that's the only reason the light went away. When it came back on as the same code and another code that it was running lean. So that worries me a little bit. Is it running lean because of just the O2 sensor? Now granted, that sensor is the sensor responsible for the mixture, I'm pretty certain. So to me, if the sensor is failed, that would be why it's running lean, but you never know, right? So gonna fix that today and see how it goes. All right, so when I started it up just now, brought it over here to get it on the ramps. No codes right now. Like I said, it did that to me a couple times yesterday. So let's see if it has anything saved in there. I mean, I already know what the codes are. I just want to see. Yep, 2 codes found. All right, so we have the P0134, which is the O2 sensor, bank 1 sensor 1. That's going to be basically right where this ramp is. And look, see right next to it, it gives you like a $sign. One time it said something about estimated cost of repair. Everything says $10. And then right here we got P0171 system 2 lean bank 1. So I'm thinking that it's just going to be the O2 sensor, but I'm going to go up under there right now. I'm going to check the wiring, make sure nothing came unplugged, make sure a wire's not broke. I bought that scan tool for 20 bucks. Now, of course, it's not one you can like go inside and test things, but it gives you a really good idea. It gives you the code, and then it, you know, gives you a good idea of what you're working with, and you know, it's good for troubleshooting. All right, so it's this one right here, and I'm trying to find the harness. The wire itself looks good. I'm trying to feel where it goes. I feel the harness back there. I see it right there. Hey, the wire looks good. And those of you that know me know I'm fucking terrified to be under trucks like this. Even with the truck being on ramps, like I said, I don't like it. You know, I'm very claustrophobic. Especially when it's something that, you know, can cost you your damn life. I think I'm gonna put another one over there. I know this may seem a bit extreme, but to me it's not. Let me see here. I could actually just run it right here. Yeah, that way I can't have it, that one right there, because I can't scoot in there. Alright, I need to take something with me to try to get whatever is holding that pulled off. Oh, and I'm not like ashamed to say I'm scared to be up under vehicles like this. I don't care. Hopefully I can get around that damn jack. Yeah, it's not in the way. So here's the harness. I can't see what's holding that in. Damn, I can't see up there. Oh, there we go. Nothing much. Yeah, it's a zip tie. Okay. Yeah, look at that. The zip tie just fell right off. And them lines, I mean, they don't look terrible, but they don't look great either. So, I just got to unclip this. Let me see here. All right, so the one thing I didn't grab at my shop was some penetrating spray. Oh boy, I completely forgot. The one on the other side came off so easy last winter, but that's one of those, you know, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while kind of deals. I feel like this one's gonna give me some problems. All right, going back under. I think since my ass is just a little bit too big to be going up under this way. But what other choice do I got? Now let me see here. Right there. Come on, baby. There we go. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Showing a fat guy a little love, huh? All right. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, I think that's a problem, huh? I would say so. Oh yeah. That thing's stuffed like Thanksgiving turkey, fellas. All right, I got the sensor. I ended up going with Duralast. Big price difference, okay? Now, if it would have been this truck, I would have went with the more expensive one, but that truck has 197,000 miles on it, truck 51. So, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna really worry about it. Oh, they do have no C's already on there. Okay, so it doesn't really looks quite different. The sensor looks the same, so it should be fine. All right, let's go and get this installed. This one was, after taxes, this one was $35. The other one would have been I don't know, 90 something, almost 100. It's weird because the other one for 52, the Bank 2, that one was like 70 something dollars. I don't know what brand it was, I don't really remember. All right. How am I doing so far over here? Like I said, it already came with some Never Sees on it. I had mine ready, but I didn't need it. It took me a minute. Grab my tools. Should be tight enough. Let me see here. I messed it up. One more little quarter turn. Okay. Now the hard part is going to be getting it back up in there, because I pulled out the zip tie, but it's okay. I'll figure it out. Is that the bottom or the top? Is that locked in? All right, this should be locked in. Now I need to go get some zip ties. All right, got the sensor on, plugged in. Let's let it run for a minute. All right, got the repair done, but now I'm heading back to the tire shop. Just got 4 tires put on Wednesday. 2 of them were flat. I thought when I pulled this truck over by the ramps, I thought they looked low, but I had them up on ramps, so I was waiting. Pulled them off. 2 of them were down to 12. So I'm test driving the truck right now. I put air in the tires. Test driving the truck. Yesterday when I would come to a stop, it felt like the truck wanted to die. It felt like it was losing power. Now I did not disconnect the battery to do this repair, because all I was undoing was unplugging the sensor. It's not like I was, you know, touching anything like open electrical or anything. But the reason I didn't do that is because when you disconnect the battery, it resets your check engine light, and it may take a while for it to come back on, so you don't know right away if the repair is correct or not. Now the check engine light was not on when I started the truck, but it still had the codes. So I'm heading to the tire shop now, just driving it around to see if those codes automatically reset or not. It must be a pretty bad leak, because I put air in it and I can feel it right now kind of pulling me, so it must be pretty bad. I hope they're open, and they better not give me no issues about it. The next time I do tires, I'm getting brand new tires. I'm not messing around. I'm just gonna get brand new tires. All right, just leaving the tire shop. So now remember the other day when I asked him how much for 4 new tires, he said 500. I said, really? It's just cheap. Installed everything? Yeah. So I come here today, I tell him, hey, the 2 tires are leaking, they're down to nothing. So I said, listen, can we just take these off? Let's put brand new ones on, and I'll pay the difference. Oh, now they're not 500. Now instead of owing, so what would it be, 540? I already paid 250. I would owe about another, a little bit less than 300. No. Now it's a huge different price. I said, well, that's not. Never mind then. I said, let's just put 2 different tires on. Oh, we don't have any. I said, listen, I just bought these tires on Wednesday from you. Okay, take them off and find the leaks then. Takes them off right away. Oh, both valve stems are leaking. You have to pay us. I said, I'm sorry, do you not check the valve stems when you replace tires? Why wouldn't you? Why would you not check everything when you replace tires? So we got into a pretty heated argument, and I said, no, I'm not paying you anything. They had already put the valve stem replacements on. I said, no, I'm not going to pay you. So that was that. And I had just said good things about them. I've been going there for years. How do you go from 500 to 700 for the tires? I said, do you not remember the conversation we had? Yeah. I was wrong about the price. It's instead of 125 each, they're 175. I said, well, where'd you come with the how'd you come up with 125 originally? Oh, I was wrong. I think what it was is his partner was there, and the partner probably no way would let him sell them for that. And they couldn't wait to say it was the valve stem. But why would you not check it? I don't know. So I've been driving, well, I drove the truck here. I'm gonna go drive it around a little bit, see how it's performing at stops. Like I said, that's when I could really tell that something was wrong yesterday. Oh, and don't make fun of my hat. Believe it or not, I use this quite often. Like in the shop, when I'm working on stuff under the truck, I actually use this light, believe it or not. My wife bought it for me kind of as a joke, but I use it all the time in the winter. Like right now, I came to a stop. Seems fine. All right, now I wouldn't be surprised if the codes were still there, because like I said, I did not reset them. And sometimes they won't reset unless you physically reset them. But people that say you have to reset them, I have made repairs, like one of the, oh man, what was it? The purge valve. When I fixed that purge valve, it reset itself. I did not have to do it. So yes, it has 2 codes still. Okay, so we got O2 sensor, no activity detected, bank 1, sensor 1. I'm wondering if it's not plugged in all the way. So I'm going to erase the codes. I'm sure it's plugged in all the way. Because I don't know if it said no activity detected before. I mean, it's driving fine. So, let's see if it comes back. Alright guys, I'm wrapping this up, still driving the truck around. It's driving fine. So, today is Vicky's birthday, like I said. Luckily, I have an understanding wife. You know, she knows, obviously there's nothing more important than family and things, but like I said, she already got her big present. We spent all morning together having breakfast and everything and hanging out, and she knows, you know, when one of the trucks goes down, especially truck 51, that it's priority, you know, it's up there, and she knows that. So I'm heading home now. I keep stopping like really quick just to see if I'm noticing any change, but not noticing anything. So should be all wrapped up. I might not tonight, but I might go back up under there just to recheck the plug. Come on, what the hell is going on? 35 miles an hour, everyone's doing 15, literally 15. So I think it's fine, but I might recheck that plug, maybe Monday. But other than that, the truck's fixed. It seems to be fine. Haven't got a code back. So, alright guys, if you liked the video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Let me know everything I'm doing wrong. And keep the edges clean, boys. I'm out.